I just want everybody to know that I am all about killing animals, and this story is why. Hello everyone. So if anybody hears anything, it's my roommates preparing for her birthday party in my backyard. So there's that. But oh, it's so bad because this has been haunting me. But I work several different jobs. I live in New York City. So if you don't know anything about New York, we have a massive roach and rat problem. And in one of my workplaces, we're having a mouse issue because we are surrounded by restaurants. So obviously all restaurants have roaches. That's pretty normal, I think, but mice are like a different thing. I have no experience with having mice or anything, but anyway, we have mice. And the mice in New York City are very smart. They are fearless, and they're also incredibly hard to catch. And so I think the building has been unsuccessfully trying to deal with the mouse problem for a while. I don't know because I don't care. But basically, I think they kind of just put down glue traps as a last resort because spraying wasn't working or so. I don't know what happened, but anyway, they put down glue traps, and to me, glue traps are unnecessarily cruel because they don't kill the mouse. They just stick to the trap, and then they're just stuck there, and then they're trying to gnaw themselves out, and they can't, and then they eventually die. And I don't know. And a lot of people just are really squeamish and afraid of mice, and then they don't want to deal with them. So it's just why are you going to put down these traps if no one's going to clean them up or do anything about it? And so lo and behold, one day a mouse gets stuck in a glue trap, and my coworkers are just there's a mouse stuck in that glue trap and we don't know what to do. And I was like, okay, well, why don't you just kill it? And they're just no, nobody wants to touch it. And the ideas that they had were to leave it alone until it died, to put it in a bag to suffocate it, or my idea, which is to stomp on it and kill it. Those were the three options that we had. And honestly, I didn't think the first two options were very good options at all. And so, I volunteered to dispose of the mouse. And I go downstairs, and the poor mouse is really stuck on the trap. It's not a little bit stuck where you could have poured a little oil on the trap to have the mouse loosen itself and run away. It was stuck, all four paws stuck, belly stuck, couldn't do anything about it. So I decided that I would give it a mercy killing and save its suffering by putting it in a garbage bag and just stomping on it. Unfortunately, I stomped on the wrong end. I was trying to stomp on the head, but as I put it in the garbage bag, I didn't know what end was which, and I ended up stomping on its body, and then it didn't die right away, and I felt so bad because it must have been so much pain from me stomping on the wrong end by accident. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then I stomped on its head and killed it. And then for days afterwards, I was haunted by the mouse ghost, because I would be at home and I just always hear this little rustling sound, and it would really freak me out. But afterwards, my coworkers gave me shit about it for days. They're oh, you're a mouse killer, you're a mouse killer. And it's just okay, but you know what? I gave it the best death that I could. You're the ones who wanted to leave it there until it died, or put it in a garbage bag, tie the garbage bag up, and let it suffocate to death. If you are going to die, how would you like to go? Would you like to be immobilized and starve to death and, you know, like not given any water? Would you like to be suffocated to death and immobilized while you're suffocating? Or would you like to get shot in the head or have your neck broken? And everyone's like, I would like to get shot in the head. And it wasn't even like a question for debate. Everybody chose that option. And I was like, okay, then if that's what you wanted, why is it so wrong for me to have killed the mouse? And they were like, yeah, that's a good point. It's just like, hello, like you have to think about it like it's you and what you would want for yourself. Because everyone's all like, I love animals, I want to be humane towards animals. But then when it comes to like a pest or something they deem disgusting, all gloves are off. It doesn't even matter. Like, just let them die and who cares? And I don't think that that is right. And I'm just so distracted by them like setting up for the party. But I don't think that that's right. And you know, to do the humanitarian thing and then, you know, to be kind of looked down on it, it's just like, whatever. I'm kind of better than you guys anyway. And I'm not saying that in like a holier than thou because my diet is different and I love animals way, but it's just like, you need to really like take yourself out of the situation because it's no longer about you right now. Like, you as a human being, you're like God right now to this little mouse that's like stuck on this stupid piece of like glue, and you can do anything to them. So why don't you do right by them? And like, obviously if he was less stuck, I would have let him go, but he was so stuck that there was no way that he would have been okay afterwards. So it's just like, you decide his fate. Your fate is in, or his fate or her fate, whatever. The mouse's fate is in your hands. And like, there are many paths that you can go down, and why would you choose the ones that are more detrimental to you? Now obviously I chose the one that I thought was the best, and obviously this weighs down on my soul because I have rustling everywhere and I know he's like out to get me. But like, I did the best that I could with the options that I had, and my only regret is actually like stepping on the wrong end, and I felt so bad, so bad. But you know what, I did what I could, I did my best, and this is the outcome of the situation. So now I'm the mouse killer, and now I am the designated mouse killer for any more mice that, you know, get stuck in traps. I was called down the other day because someone thought like a piece of like fluff that was on the floor was a mouse. I think that whatever, I'm the mouse killer. I'm responsible for taking care of all the mice that get caught in traps and just have the misfortune of getting stuck or like dying because they ingested poison. Which I guess it's sad, but it's fine because I would rather me do it than someone else who doesn't care about them and, you know, will let them suffocate or will leave them on the trap until they die. And if I have to take that role, like what can you do, you know? Sometimes you gotta do things that you don't want to do, and this is one of those times. But I will say that I'm glad because I wouldn't want anyone else doing it. You know, as someone who does not have compassion for animals like other people claim they do, I think that I actually do have compassion more than other people say they do, because your actions will always speak louder than your words, and this is a prime example of that. Well, what can you do, I guess? What's done is done. I did it already, and I'm gonna do it again, but it's the best option. So hopefully all the mousies of the future will forgive me, and they are free to haunt me for as long as they want. Because that is driving me insane. All this rustling noises that I hear like really late at night freaks me out. But it is what it is, and this is my situation. I am an animal killer, and I stomp on them with my big work boots. So this was my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, like, if you're an animal lover or like a radical vegan, hopefully it's not like too crazy for you to swallow, but doing my best, and this is it. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.